Okay, so
It's not working for me.
Okay, so we all have those moments where we're meant to be doing something, but we avoid doing it and do something else instead. Like right now, I'm meant to be writing the rest of this story, but I'm not. And recently, Australia's Productivity Commission, which has a thing or two to say about productivity, has found that I'm not the only one avoiding something. Stats show the rate of school attendance in Australia is steadily dropping, especially since 2021. Attending school on a regular basis is compulsory in Australia up until the age of at least 15, or even older than that, depending which state or territory you live in. So not going to school when you're younger than that is obviously a problem. So why do you think high school students might be avoiding coming to school?
I think social anxiety is probably the biggest problem. It's something that a lot of people can relate to, but that, certain people, can't manage as well as others.
I definitely think that when something gets harder or more stressful, it's a lot easier to just back out of the situation because then you won't have to deal with it. I remember a while ago, it would be like every second Monday or something like that, I would be really emotionally exhausted from the weekend, and I would just take the Monday off because I just couldn't deal with going straight back into school.
It's different for every student, but for some students it could be just they don't see a future for themselves, so what's the point in coming?
Mental health issues are sometimes the hardest reason for students not to come to school. Sometimes it can prevent them from having a good time and just feeling like it's a safe environment.
The Productivity Commission and some experts agree that mental health is one of the biggest factors, especially post-COVID.
The general feeling, Amelia, of not feeling like going to school is actually more common than I think people realise, because people don't tend to talk so much about it. Certainly the pandemic's had a significant impact on increasing our anxiety levels, our stress levels, and it's really interrupted our mental health and wellbeing in so many ways.
The whole time that COVID was around, it sort of feels like it was a blur really, but everything just melded together. Maybe now that we're moving out of it, things just seem a bit more, clear and in your face, which could be why some kids just aren't really ready to tackle that yet.
When we all went online, that contrast from being at school and having the support that you need and you can take a break whenever you want, to coming back to school and having more structure was definitely a hard process for me.
It was more okay for people to isolate themselves, and people saw that as normal, whereas normally people would think, oh, maybe they need help because they're not coming out as often.
The brain is there to keep us safe, Amelia, so it will tell us if it feels under threat, don't do that thing. Just do not do that thing.
So how can we solve this problem? How do we get over our feelings of avoidance or reluctance to do something?
The first thing is, do not blame yourself if you are feeling this way. This is not your fault. It is a very normal human experience. The next thing is ask why. There's always a reason for everything we do. For some of us, it helps to just get a pen and paper out and just write all your feelings out about why you don't want to be there. If you can get enough hours of sleep at night, you are going to have better well-being, better thinking the next day. The other is movement. So that movement could be just like a shake-off, like dogs do.
It does feel good.
Do anything to move, because when we're anxious, so social anxiety, this neurochemical fuel builds up in your muscles, right? And the more you've got of that, the less you can think straight. Ask for help. Tell someone. Preferably tell someone who can help you.
So a lot of those tips will help me as well, because I am someone that experiences anxiety as well, and so it's really good to hear some of those tips that I can also use.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Amelia, because anxiety is actually such a normal part of being a person, and we're all looking for help.
Do you reckon that there is enough support for people with mental health issues in schools?
It's not so much that we don't have enough support, it's just students feeling brave enough to go out and ask for help. I think that we need to have more of a focus on empowering students to ask about health.
I mean, our school is pretty amazing. It's got a wellbeing room, there's lots of cushions, things that you can do, fidget, and I feel like all schools should create that experience so that students can feel safe.
What keeps you coming to school?
What keeps me coming to school is just looking like into the future, into seeing what I want to achieve in life.
The best reason to come to school is friendships and relationships you can build with both your teachers and students, and to really find your people.
Tell yourself that there are people there who want you there, want to see you. That makes it a lot easier to get through.